Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Joker's Gaming for you in another Division video, and in this video we are going to talk about shotguns. Yes, finally I picked up a shotgun in the Division and it feels fantastic because in every other video game I have used a shotgun except for in the Division because they just were, well really they weren't very viable, very useful. I know some people have since 1.2, but I have not. So, in particular for this video, it is the Marine Super 90, which is a badass shotgun, in my opinion. 241.5% stagger, brutal, sustained, and self-preserved are on it. I'm going to get into that in a minute. My extended magazine also has weapon damage. I chose that instead of rate of fire because the more damage you do, well, I mean, that's just a given, right? You're going to tear people apart. My scope has accuracy and headshot damage. You could have crit damage if you wanted there, but I preferred the headshot damage to compensate with brutal. I think that works very well together, you know, and I do like self-sustained because when you kill a target, you get some of your health back. Self-preserved, you know, every time you get a critical hit, you get some of your health back. Either way, no matter what you're doing, when you're dealing damage, you're getting some of your health back, which is extremely important, especially if you are by yourself, right? And then for my large underbarrel, I have hip fire accuracy and initial bullet stability. And you may be wondering, well, why hip fire a shotgun? Well, you're going to get to see that in the gameplay coming up right after this, okay? There is this flicker that I do when I'm in cover, and you can actually do it when you are on the move also. So the talents I'm using, I don't even have to get into me showing you. I'm just gonna straight up tell you that I have adrenaline on, critical save, I've got on the move, and obviously with a shotgun, without a doubt, one is none is crucial, because when you land those headshots, I notice that I rarely have to fully reload my weapon, and that is a huge bonus when you are using shotguns that don't have, you know, an extra 1,000 rounds in the magazine, you know, versus the 223 here. Now, in terms of the Marine Super 90, the pros and cons they really coincide with each other. I love the fast fire rate, there's no doubt about that. It does have a bit of a lower base damage than some of the other shotguns out there, which I'm going to review in another video, like the custom MA70 MCS, which is another great shotgun. Again, another video. Now, with, you know, 15 rounds in the magazine, that means if you do use all 15, you have a longer reload time than you would with something that has a less amount of bullets in it. So that can be a downside if you are doing something in PvP. Now here's what I mean about that flicker right there. You know, I'm not aiming down my sights, I'm literally just doing a flicker and I'm landing headshot damages and I'm critting and I'm getting, you know, part of my healing back right there, and on the killing blow I'm getting a portion of my health back. No matter what, right there I am in a win-win situation, and I think that is extremely important. No matter what you are doing, whether you are in PvE or you are in PvP, that matters. Now I know some of you are going to say, well, what about deadly? You know, what about responsive? Yes, absolutely, those are great talents for a shotgun, no matter what. But, you know, these are what came on mine, and I found that they worked very well. And again, look at this flicker. Boom. You see the green, you see that I'm being healed, and the stagger, you know, I'm knocking him back. Boom. Done. You know, and it's fantastic. So, because of the one is none, I do still have 5 shells left, but here you go. Here's the downside. Now, if I was in the dark zone, and I was surrounded by rogues, or if I was surrounded by a bunch of NPCs, that reload time could get me into trouble. So some people might say, well, put an extended mag on it with reload speed. Yes, I could. It would be a lot faster, but I would rather have weapon damage on it for sure than anything else, because the more damage you do, the faster you're going to down your target, and if your target gets down quickly, you can get yourself into a position to get that reload speed back. Now the other thing I'm going to talk about, I like I said, I've got this paired with a sentry build. I've got 5 pieces. I'm gonna go into my build in another video. Okay, and obviously, you know, sentry took a bit of a bit of a butcher to it, considering you know, it was claimed to be overpowered, whatnot. I'm not gonna pick a side. I'm just gonna say that this is the first time I've really gone with a full-out 5-piece sentry now, because it has to be 5 pieces to get the full benefit of it. And using a shotgun, it works really well. The thing you can pair it up with, and I see a lot of people actually using a marksman rifle, like a first wave M1A. I'm sure that works really well. I have not tried that yet, but I find that the G36 and this gun work fantastic together. I think that it's a very good pairing. Now, if you don't like the G36 or you hate it now because it got nerfed / fixed, I'm gonna again say both, because everybody's gonna say one or the other to me. Okay, so don't hate. I'm just gonna say both for everybody's sake. All right. You can use an SMG if you want to, you know, and the reason why I chose an assault rifle over an SMG is the amount of optimal range that I'm gonna get from the assault rifle versus an SMG. You get more range from an assault rifle than you will a submachine gun, right? And if you're pairing it up with a shotgun, your shotgun is going to be your main close quarters gun. I mean, unless you are in a really enclosed fight that's really crucial with rogues in the dark zone, then I can see, you know, something like an MP7 or the PP19, or even some people still using the AUG can be a viable option, right? So you can choose to do that if you want. But as you can see here, that Marine Super 90, and I am reloading for the sake of the video to see, like, this is how long it does take without a reload bonus on it. And the fact that as soon as I mark these targets, and because of the pellet spread, I'm getting that sentry mark very quickly, and right after that I can pull out the good old G36 and I can finish off my targets. And this will work, you know, it doesn't matter where. Against NPCs, it can work against players. It's not gonna matter either way. It's gonna work. It may be a bit harder against players in the dark zone to consistently land those headshots, but if you're really good with a shotgun and you can get that flicker down pat, which is what I am working on, can't believe I got Lone Star there, sorry I had to throw it in there, then, you know, you're gonna be a monster, because this thing does a lot of damage. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about the video in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Marine Super 90 shotguns overall. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, drop a like, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, have a good day.